Over 150 years since the competition began, the FA Cup still retains a magic all of its own, and it's because of games like this. Premier League, Brighton Hove Albion versus League Two, Grimsby Town in the FA Cup quarter-final with a showpiece semi-final at Wembley, the reward for the winners. The Albion are understandably huge favourites to progress, but Grimsby have proved incredible giant killers this season and will play without fear or pressure. It could be a cup classic at the Amex this afternoon. Grimsby sitting very deep in the opening minute here as Albion retain possession. Estepinian looks up and threads it, and it's a good turn from McAllister, and it's through for Ferguson. An early chance here for Evan Ferguson, and saved down low by Max Crocombe. Really bright start from the Seagulls. Evan Ferguson, who scored in the previous round, onto this quick as a flash from McAllister's pass. He got his shot away, but Crocombe equal to it. Great turn from McAllister. Good weight of pass as well. Ferguson doing the right thing. Plenty of the ball already in these opening 5 minutes, and it's the first chance for March to dance down the right-hand touchline. We've become accustomed to seeing that this season, and he gets it across as well. Drops for Caicedo, left for Webster, back to March. March probing away down that right-hand channel. Now Gross. Touched off for Caicedo. Caicedo goes for goal, and it's come out, and there's a chance, and it's 1-0. No flag. Deniz Undav gets Albion off to the perfect start. Crocombe complains. He's not happy with his defence. Roberto De Zerbi in the stands this afternoon will be delighted with Albion's clinical start. Solly March teasing his way down the right-hand side. Gross popped it in to Ferguson, back out to Caicedo. His hit was a good one. Crocombe couldn't hold it, and Undav, completely unmarked, had the freedom of the penalty area to knock it beyond Crocombe and give Albion the dream start. Undav's second goal of this season's competition to add to his one in round 3 away at Middlesbrough. Good finish as well, kept his cool. It's given Albion the breathing space they need to play their patient brand of football. Mitoma now down the left-hand side. Mitoma drives forward, across it goes. March coming in at the back post. Driscoll Glennon with the important challenge. Corner. Well, it was patient, and then suddenly they burst into life. The speed of Mitoma, the accuracy of the cross. Driscoll Glennon did ever so well to divert it away from March. That's what Albion can do. Sanchez coming from his goal, and it was very, very close to being outside his area there. That's what the Grimsby player who was in closest attendance was appealing for. There's going to be a VAR check here. They're going to check to see how close it was, and it looks very clearly outside the area. Sanchez not getting his angles right. He was being hassled and harried. Well, they've said it's on the line. That's what VAR have judged. It didn't look it to me from the replays. I think Sanchez has got a bit lucky there, but not according to VAR. And now they could punish Grimsby with a second for themselves as Gross picks his way forward. Across it goes. Mitoma over the bar with the goal gaping. Big miss from Mitoma. Well, they got away with one at one end, and now Grimsby have got away with one at the other. Gross was played in here, got the crossover, Mitoma unmarked, and he is stretching a little, but he's completely unmarked and really should be putting that into the back of the net. It was that close. He will be happy at the moment, his side on course for an FA Cup semi-final at Wembley in about a month's time. Caicedo's won it back, and it's left brilliantly, and Caicedo skips away from his marker, and Caicedo just past the post from Moises Caicedo. He's been hurt. He was caught as he released the shot. Really good work from Caicedo. Skipped away from his man and he let fly. It was his strike from a similar distance that tested Crocombe and forced the opener. This time just drifting beyond the post. Estepinian, Ferguson, McAllister, now Mitoma. Albion building something here. Mitoma, back it goes for Gross and over the bar. Just lent back a little too much as he tried to steer the finish beyond Crocombe. Great football again, Mitoma at the heart of it. Lovely outside of the boot pass, and Gross a whisker away. Grimsby pull forward. Grimsby, and McAtee's pass wasn't accurate enough. That was a big chance in the context of this game for Grimsby. They really need to take them because Albion are on the move again here with Gross. He's got March outside him, he uses him. March isolating Driscoll Glenn and dragging it to the byline, and it's looped up and it's hit the post and it's dropped and lashed over by Undav. Almost an incredible goal from March. Well, I say incredible fortune about it, because March dropped to shoulder, he was looking to cross it, the deflection looped up, and Crocombe had no idea where it was going, hit the post, and then it dropped to Undav, scorer of the goal in the first half, and he gets right underneath it, went for power, and he's blazed that over the bar with the goal gaping. Caicedo, Albion moving the ball well in neat, carefully constructed triangles. McAllister, Ferguson, what a touch that is, and what a finish that is! Evan Ferguson doubles Albion's lead with a breathtaking piece of skill and a really composed finish from the young forward. Roberto De Zerbi checks his phone, maybe sending a message to the bench, may even be just celebrating this Ferguson finish because it was excellent. McAllister feeds it in, the touch to bring it down and put it into his path was exquisite. Lovely touch, great control, and then he just feeds it beyond the outstretched hand of Crocombe. That tells you everything you need to know about the talent of Evan Ferguson. His breakthrough season, did everything right. And Albion 2-0 to the good. They're out to Gross. He'll happily step in field and then he'll look over the top. Undav was threatening to get on the end of it. It reaches March up against Driscoll Glennon. Once again he drives for the byline. Once again it loops up. Fete away. He trod on the ball there, Clifton, as he tried to clear it. Albion have it back. Mitoma drives in field, and Mitoma almost teases it beyond Crocombe for a third. Great work from Mitoma, and it was almost the perfect finish. So close. Undav rolls it through the middle, opportunity for a third, and Ferguson has the easiest task to roll it into the net. Albion do have 3, Ferguson has 2, and surely now the Seagulls can say they're off to Wembley. Looks like Solly Marcher just crept offside. It is offside, it will not stand. March just offside in the build-up, and Evan Ferguson has his second of the match chalked off, and Grimsby stay in the game. Looking forward, flicked on towards McAtee, and McAtee is in! Sanchez with the stop, and an important save from Sanchez. Webster just towed it into the sky, and then McAtee tried to lift it over Sanchez, who did really well. Mitoma. Well, Mitoma, so much pace, he makes it look so easy. Mitoma's been brought down. He wants a penalty. The referee has a long look at it and then points for a corner. Well, VAR will obviously have a look. Mitoma, again, just gliding forward. Efete struggling to stay with him. And there's a tangle of legs. He doesn't dive in, Efete, but he's clips Mitoma there. That has to be a penalty. No penalty given. VAR deciding not to send the referee to the monitor, which is surprising based on the replay evidence, but it is an Albion corner, which Gross will take. Gross arcing it to the back post, and it's nodded down, and Webster hits the crossbar. It's still alive for Ferguson. Gross, but the offside flag or a foul has been given. I think it's a foul. Webster so close to his first of the season. VAR are checking, or did check, for a potential handball. An arm was waved at the ball as Webster, with his outstretched foot, steered it against the crossbar. He did ever so well to control this, Webster, towards goal, because he's being hauled down. The shirt's being pulled from his back. Well, after all that, it remains 2-0. Just that one moment, really, from John McAtee, where he nipped in. All Albion looking to put this game firmly to bed, which they might do, as Ferguson's in. Evan Ferguson to finish it, and he buries the chance. Albion lead by 3, and Ferguson does have his second. The Seagulls are soaring to Wembley. It ricocheted to Undav. A little bit of fortune about that, but nothing fortuitous about the finish. Ferguson, as soon as he collects from Undav's pass, one thing in his mind: get it out your feet and bury it, and he did that expertly. Albion have such a talent on their hands with Evan Ferguson. Another one for him, a third for the Seagulls. 3-0 to the good. Welbeck, he's through. Could this be 4? Great saving challenge. Last ditch, but very effective from Andrew Smith. Came across from right back and flew at Welbeck here, and needed to. He's about to pull the trigger, and he smothered the shot. Over the top for Welbeck, good looking ball that. Welbeck got his shot away as well, and he'll have to settle for a corner. Crocombe saving down low. He was onto that so sharply, Welbeck. Great weight of pass from March. He got his shot off, that was creeping in. Feel like a fourth is inevitable at this stage. Webster, great delivery, March, there's the 4! Great finish from March, so patient, from the Seagulls. They waited and waited and picked their way through. Solly March is serenaded by the Amex. He just cannot stop scoring. It's his 8th of the season. And that is another fine finish. Great assist from Webster, great weight of cross. The run, excellent. And absolutely no chance for Crocombe, and no chance now in this quarter-final for Grimsby. Ball out to the left, and it's accurate for Driscoll Glennon, and he brings it down expertly on his thigh and drives towards the Albion penalty area. That's a better cross, and it's touched down, and the shot beaten away by Sanchez. The best Grimsby have produced. Sanchez thwarting the Mariners. McAtee thought he got a consolation here. It's a lovely move. Driscoll Glennon lifting it in. The touchdown was perfect for McAtee, and the shot was heading in, but for Sanchez flying to his left. Will be a Grimsby corner though. Colwell, Mitoma driving at Afete, he's still got it. Mitoma in the back heel, takes it to Iyari, and Iyari, the deflection out for a corner. Iyari, his eyes lit up there, he thought it was a debut goal. Mitoma has this ability to keep the ball when it looks as if he's lost it. Great little back heel. Iyari on the stretch, just couldn't feed it into the net. Oh, one back by Sarmiento, and Sarmiento into the penalty area. He looks up, Welbeck on the stretch, it falls for Mitoma, and Mitoma is crept in. That's unlucky for Grimsby. Delight for the Seagulls. Not sure who'll be claiming it. Mitoma with the strike, but did it flick off an Albion player as it wriggled beyond the reach of Crocombe? Mitoma is a breathtaking player to watch, and he has deserved this goal. It came back to him. Oh, and it's come off a Grimsby defender. I thought maybe it had clipped Sarmiento from Sarmiento's reaction, but no. Not sure it'll be credited to Mitoma or as an own goal. Mitoma will want to claim it. Albion have their 5th, and they've run away with this FA Cup quarter-final. That's cruel on Grimsby, but it does reflect the dominance of the Seagulls. Oh, it drops for Mitoma, and Mitoma could be in for 6, and this time he puts it wide. Well, that would have been exceptionally harsh on Grimsby, but it's just too much for the League Two side now. They're being carved open at Brighton's will. Mitoma arriving on that, that gives a great view of it. Welbeck did well to get out the way. Mitoma opened up his body, shaped it beyond Crocombe, but unfortunately wide of the upright. And there is the full-time whistle. Brighton are off to Wembley for an FA Cup semi-final, just the 3rd in their history, as this special Albion team continue a brilliant, brilliant season. They ran away with it in the second half, led by Evan Ferguson, whose wonderful brace adds to his growing reputation. It ends here at the Amex. Albion 5, Grimsby 0.